Hello, new consultant. I am Stacy, your National Executive Director, and I am so excited to welcome you to not only Pampered Chef, but to our National Executive team. I want you to know you are in the right place at the right time. Our business is always relevant because people are always eating. Not only have you joined a great company, but you have literally joined one of the top teams and most successful teams in the entire company. We have support systems in place to help you get what you want from your business and what you dream of having. And we're going to teach you how to work smarter, not harder. So, like I said, my name is Stacy and I am your National Executive Director. And I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and my journey with Pampered Chef. I started Pampered Chef in October of 2005. At the time, I was a stay at home mom with four children, ranging in ages from 2 to 11. And I was actually homeschooling the kids that I had at home at that time. Now, I didn't finish college. I had been out of the workforce for 11 years. We were struggling financially. I didn't know much about cooking, and quite frankly, I didn't really enjoy cooking all that much. But we had some credit card debt that we wanted to get rid of. So I knew I needed to find a flexible way to earn some extra income. Now, I'd been a big fan of Pampered Chef, having a party once or twice a year because I loved getting the free and discounted products. And so when I reached out to my recruiter or my Pampered Chef consultant and asked her how much money I could make doing this, she told me that new consultants could earn about $100 a party. Now, at the time, there were only in-person parties. Imagine that. The only way to really do Pampered Chef was to get into your car and drive somewhere, do the cooking show, and then drive back home. So you were gone about 3 to 4 hours. So I thought to myself, I could probably handle doing that one night a week. Even though I didn't love cooking, I figured $100, 3 to 4 hours, not so bad. I can suffer through the cooking part. And so I decided to take a shot at it. And within my very first month, I did two in-person parties, and I did have one little catalog show. We'll talk about those later. That's where a host takes the catalogs and passes them around and collects orders. So two in-person parties and one catalog show. And my first commission check was $405.22. And that was in 2005. Well, I was so excited about this opportunity. I really had a lot of fun at my cooking show and decided I could actually do this 2 nights a week. 3 months later, my commission check from doing two in-person parties a week was over $2,000. I was so excited. I had never made that much money in a month for working 8 nights in a week, in a month. And I was like, this is for me. And the rest, they say, is history. Now, that's why I started, but it's certainly not why I've stayed. The money has been great. We paid cash for braces, cash for cars, cash for private school, cash for college, for remodeling projects. We even paid cash for two weddings. But it's more than that. It's been the people. People like you, a new consultant that just joined my team. Everything we do in Pampered Chef is about people and about serving others. When we have parties, we're helping our guests in our parties with mealtime solutions, giving them recipes, helping them to have fun. When we are working with a host, we're helping that host to earn free and discounted products. That's how I always got my Pampered Chef prior to becoming a consultant. And when a new consultant joins our team, we are helping them to supplement their income and to earn free and discounted products all the time. This is why I decided to stay with Pampered Chef. So I want you to take just a second and think about why you decided to join. Was it to pay off debt? Was it to take a vacation, to buy a car, maybe to do a remodeling project? Maybe it was to save for the future, or maybe it's just to earn a bunch of free Pampered Chef products. Maybe it's just because you want something fun to do, something that you can love and be passionate about, and maybe it's to meet new people. Regardless of why you join, we want to help you achieve all of that and more. I gotta tell you, the sky is truly the limit with Pampered Chef. There are no glass ceilings, especially when you're a part of our team. Now, success doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you work and follow the systems that we have in place and the success tips that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to teach you how to work smarter, not harder. Before we get into that, let me show you some of the rewards that you can earn as a new consultant. Let's face it, most people join Pampered Chef for one of two reasons, possibly both. They want to earn a little extra side money and they want to earn some free and discounted products. Now, our rewards program offers both. Check this out. There it is. You will probably see this little map in Dash. That's our online training program. As you can see, you can earn free products and cash rewards in your first 90 days. So let's talk about these free products that you can earn first of all. All right, so when you submit your first $500 in sales in your first 30 days, you're going to earn our ceramic egg cooker, which is one of our hottest, fastest selling products, and the mini skinny scraper for free. By the way, when you sell $500, you're also going to earn $100 in commission. So this should be within your first party that this happens. $500, 30 days, ceramic egg cooker, mini skinny scraper. Then when you reach $12.50 in your first 90 days, you are going to get our lifetime guarantee 8-inch non-stick fry pan. This is a game-changing fry pan. You're going to love it. Then when you reach 2,500 in your first 90 days, you're going to get our 10-inch non-stick stainless fry pan. Oh my gosh. This is one of my favorite pieces of cookware. We use it every single day for everything from eggs to dinner to grilled cheese, everything. And then when you reach $5,000 in sales in your first 90 days, you're going to earn our entire knife block set. That is a lot of free products. And you know, you get 90 days to do this, but I have to tell you, most of the consultants on our team are doing this in their first 30 to 60, 90 days because we have the support systems in place to help you achieve that. Now, products isn't everything that you can earn as a new consultant. How about some extra bonus cash? I want to talk to you about how you can earn $100 cash for every new consultant that joins your team and 50 Pampered Chef dollars for every new consultant that joins your team. Pampered Chef dollars are kind of like gift cards that you can stockpile. They don't expire. They only work with Pampered Chef, but you can use them to buy products at a discount. It's really fun shopping with Pampered Chef dollars. Okay, so let's go back to, there we go. No matter why you started and no matter what you want to accomplish with your Pampered Chef business, no matter which level of those fast track rewards you want to earn, launching your business strong is critical. Write this down. If you're on your phone watching this, if you're on your computer, type this somewhere. This is going to be your secret to success. 4 parties a week, no matter what. That is working smarter, not harder. And I'm going to talk to you a couple of different ways about why that's working smarter, not harder. But first, I want you to think back to when you were a kid. Did you ever try to make a whirlpool in an above ground pool? You know, it's where you're in a pool and you start walking in a circle to create a water flow. You have to walk or swim quickly in the same direction over and over and over again to get that whirlpool going. And it's a lot of work at first, right? Especially if you're doing it by yourself. And for a while, it might feel like you're not going anywhere. But once you get that whirlpool started, the current actually starts to pull you instead of you pushing the water. So right now, you're standing in a pool. It's your business. The water is sitting still. So you've got to start walking and swimming quickly in one direction over and over and over again to get your business whirlpool going. And we're going to talk to you about how you do that. And the fastest way to get that whirlpool going is by booking 4 parties a week the next 2 to 3 weeks in a row. Now, once you get your whirlpool going, you can decide if you want a faster, stronger whirlpool by doing 8 to 12 parties a week, which is what I do, or if you only want to work 1 or 2 weeks out of the month. But right now, the most important thing to do is to start the whirlpool in your business. And from those parties, we're going to teach you how to book parties so that you are constantly keeping your whirlpool going and not having to restart in a still pool of water. So let's dive into why 4 parties a week is working smarter, not harder. And there's 3 reasons. 1, it's a time saver. It takes almost the same amount of time to do 4 parties a week as it does to do 1. Think about it. If you're working with 4 hosts, you can put all 4 of them in a little group chat on Messenger and coach all 4 of your hosts in the same chat. Same amount of time as it would to be to coach 1 host. It's streamlining your business. And consultants that run 4 parties a week spend about 2 to 3 hours a week in total on those 4 parties. I promise it's hardly any more time to do 4 parties a week as it is to do 1 party. Now, 4 parties a week also means more commission for you each week. The average party sales over the last 12 months in Pampered Chef all across the country is $500. The minimum commission you'll make as a new consultant is 20%. That's $100. Now, you might have a party in a week that is double or triple that. It happens all the time. And you also might have a party that's half that or doesn't have any sales at all. When you hold 4 parties a week, you can actually project that your weekly income will be about $300 to $400 a week. Now, remember, I said consultants that work 4 parties a week work about 2 to 3 hours a week. 2 to 3 hours to make $300 to $400. That's actually a really great little side gig, right? It's working smarter, not harder. Now, when you run 4 parties a week, or when you run any parties, there's always a chance that one of your hosts may flake out on you. He or she doesn't invite enough people. He or she isn't engaged in the party. He or she just has a life circumstance that happens that keeps them from working with you to have a successful party, and the party flops. Now, if that's the only party you have that week, you're going to feel discouraged. You're going to feel like maybe you can't do this, that you weren't cut out for it. You're going to feel frustrated. But when you have 4 parties a week, if one of them isn't successful, you still have those other 3 parties that you have going, and there's no way all 4 of them aren't going to be successful, and you're still going to have a great week. You're still going to earn that $300 to $400 because you had 4 parties going all at the same time. Now, here's what's great about Pampered Chef. The more sales you submit within a month, the higher commission rate you earn. So I said, when you submit a $500 party, the minimum commission rate you'll earn is 20%. But you can earn up to 25% commission as a new consultant. So when you consistently hold 4 parties a week every week with an average of $500 a party, even if 4 of those parties, 1 a week, isn't successful, your sales for the month would be between $6,000 and $8,000 a month, and you'll reach that top commission level of 25%, and you will actually earn $1,500 to $2,000 a month by consistently holding 4 parties a week. Now, that's what I call working smarter, not harder, because you're earning more commission on all of your parties by having more sales. Let me show you a commission check of a new consultant from earlier this year. Okay, this is Lorraine's check. She joined in April of 2020, and she held 4 parties a week, just like I suggested. And this was the commission check that was deposited into her bank account on May 8th, 2020, $2,111. What would you do with $2,111 next month? That's the amount of money that can be deposited into your bank account when you book those 4 parties a week, just like Lorraine did. Okay, so another reason why holding 4 parties a week is important and working smarter, not harder. 4 parties a week is going to mean more success overall for you in generating future business. Now, regardless of what you decide about how strong you want your whirlpool to be in another couple of months, I really want to strongly encourage you again to book the next 2 to 3 weeks with 4 parties a week. Not only is it going to help you to earn all of those fast track rewards, but you're also going to use this whirlpool to generate future business for yourself, especially when you follow the system we have in place for host coaching and for booking parties from your parties. Okay, so let me show you a little calendar here and how this can really play out for you. There's Lorraine's check. Take another peek at it. Okay, let's look at this business calendar. So this is your whirlpools right here. Whirlpool week 1 and Whirlpool week 2. These each represent a host. So we have host 1, 2, 3, 4, host 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I already said there's a chance each week that one of your hosts may not have a successful party. So we're going to assume from this week 1, we didn't get any future parties. Now, here are your other 3 hosts. They have successful parties. And it is normal in Pampered Chef, when you follow the systems that we have in place, that you get 2 to 3 bookings from each party that you do. So here is host number 2. We get 2, 3 bookings from his or her party. Here's host number 3. We get 3 bookings from his or her party. And then here's host number 4. Another thing that's normal is for every 4 parties that you do, someone wants to join your team. Think about it for a second. Did you host a party before you joined Pampered Chef? A lot of you are saying yes to that question. So when a host joins your team, we actually give them the bookings that came from their party to help them start their business. So from this week of parties, we got 6 bookings overall. Here's week 2. Host, party isn't successful, no future bookings. 3 bookings from this host, 3 bookings from this host, and this host joins our team, so the bookings went to him or her to help them start their business. Look at that. From this week whirlpool, these 2 weeks, we generated at least 2 more weeks of business, if not 3 more weeks of business. Every time you do 4 parties in a week and you follow the systems that we have in place, you are generating future business for yourself so that you can stay in business. And that's what we want. We don't want this to be a one and done for you. We want to help you to be successful and reach all of your financial goals and all of the product goals and all of your dreams. Okay, so how do you get those bookings from your parties? There's basically 3 things that you want to do to ensure that you are getting those future bookings. 1, Work with your host. Host coaching is so critical. Get the host coaching guide from your recruiter or director. Host coaching isn't something you do to your host, it's something you do for your host. You're helping him or her to have a successful party. You're helping him or her to get lots of free and discounted products. And you're helping him or her to get parties booked from their party because they get future discounts and future free products as well. Follow a checkout chat. Connect with your customers individually, thank them for their purchase, and offer every single customer and every single guest that participate in your party the opportunity to host their own party to earn free and discounted products. Get the words to say and to use from your recruiter or director. And third, again, we're going to partner with our host. There's something called the Host Booking Challenge. Do it. Get the words from your recruiter and director and work with your host individually to help them get at least 3 bookings from their party. Because when they get 3 bookings from their party, not only are they going to get a deep discount on an item from each party that's booked from theirs, but when they have 3 parties, Pampered Chef is actually going to give them a $50 shopping spree, a $50 credit that gets deposited into their account. So that host partnership is so critical. And again, we have the words and the system for you to use. Let's talk a little bit more about working smarter, not harder. We've talked a lot about the income that you can make doing Pampered Chef. You can make a couple $100s a month. You can make a couple $1,000s a month. How would you like to have a $3,000 cash bonus? $3,000 cash bonus. Ready? You probably saw this in our Fast Track Rewards program as well if you've been in Dash. When you build a team in your first 90 days, Pampered Chef gives you the opportunity to earn $3,000. Actually, you get the first 1,000 in your first 90 days, and you get the second 2,000 in your first 6 months. And then in addition to that, you can earn $100 cash bonus for every new consultant that joins your team in your first 90 days. That is a lot of money. All it takes to get this first 1,000 and is to have 5 people join your team. 5, that's it. It's a handful of people. What would you do with an extra $3,000 on top of your commissions? It's a bonus. What would you do with it? Would you use it as a big chunk of money to put towards your debt? Would you use it as a nice down payment for a car? Would you use it to pay for dance classes or sports um, for your kids or sporting equipment? Maybe it's going to pay for a nice little vacation, or maybe it'll just be a nice little nest egg for you. It's there on the table for you to take. It has your name on it and no one else's. That money was set aside for you the day you signed your new consultant agreement. And if you don't take it, no one else gets it. So it's there for you. And the way to get it is those 4 parties a week. Because remember, it's normal for one person for every 4 parties that you do to join your team. Now, you might be thinking, this woman is crazy. I can't build a team. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. And I know that you're probably thinking this because I thought the very same thing. Here's the good news. You are not alone. We've got you. Your success is our team's success. And when you invite people to join you in this business, you will not be alone in helping them get started. Your recruiter, your director will be right there with you each step of the way, guiding you and your new team member. As a matter of fact, if you have someone join your team in the next couple of days, you can be trained together. How much fun would that be? And remember, we already have all of the support systems in place to help both you and your new team members be successful. So I want you to take a minute. Remember where you wrote down 4 parties a week, no matter what? Working smarter, not harder. I want you to jot down the names of some people that you know could use some extra money. Who is that first person that pops into your head? Who do you know that's in the same situation as you? If you're working full time, who do you know? Who else do you know that's working a full time job? If you're a stay at home mom, who else, or dad, who else do you know that's a stay at home mom or dad? Are you a foodie? Who else do you know that's a foodie? Write their name down. Do you love to cook? Who else do you know that loves to cook? Are you like me and you don't really know a lot about cooking? You don't really love it? Who else do you know that doesn't love to cook and doesn't know a lot about cooking? Who do you know that loves social media, that is always posting on Facebook or Instagram? Who do you just enjoy spending time with? Who would you love to have more fun with? These could be your first 5 team members. Now, remember Lorraine's check that I showed you from May? It was a little over $2,000. Lorraine not only consistently held 4 parties a week, but Lorraine also built a team. Let's take a peek at Lorraine's check just 1 month later. There it is, $7,434.62. Just 1 month later in Pampered Chef. Lorraine earned her bonuses and she also earned lots of commission overrides on her sales and her team sales because she built a team. Lorraine worked smarter, not harder. And I'm going to talk to you about those commission overrides in a few minutes. Okay, so what are the first steps? How do we get this going? If you didn't just host a party, have a launch party. Your recruiter or director will probably work with you to help you run that. Here's the really cool thing about launch parties. As consultants, and it doesn't have to be a launch party, it can be any single month. As consultants, when we host our own parties, we get to earn both the commission and the host rewards from our party. That's right, we get to double dip. It's super fun. Now you may feel a little like, well, I don't want to do that. You could always make it a fundraiser as well. And instead of getting the host rewards, you can raise money for a charity or organization. Either way, you always earn the commission from parties that you host yourself. So let's get booking. Get the words from your recruiter or director for a new consultant, words that you can copy and paste and start sending them out to all of your friends on Facebook, all of your friends in your phone, all of your friends in your email. Basically, reach out to everyone. Don't prejudge. That's the biggest mistake anybody can make. Everyone deserves the opportunity to say yes or no. I want to earn free products. I don't want to earn free products. Identify the start date of your first 4 set of parties. Find out from your director which day their team's parties start and which day the host coaching starts for those parties. If it's a Friday, then you want to get laser focused on the next Friday that's coming up. Set aside 15 to 20 minutes a day for the next 5 days, and you want to make 25 to 30 reach outs a day. Now, that might sound like a lot, but I promise it's not. I'm willing to bet that most of you watching this call have at least 150 friends on Facebook. And so if you set aside that 15 to 20 minutes a day and message 25 to 30 people a day, you're going to blow right through those 150 friends on Facebook in no time. And the goal is, again, remember that you're only going to do this first time, getting your business started, doing this whirlpool. And then your future parties will come from those parties by following the host coaching, the host booking challenge, and the checkout chat in all of your parties. Now, here's something that's really key when it comes to making these contacts, and even when it comes to running your parties. Tracking and follow-up are key to having a successful calendar. You'll hear me say this a lot when you're coaching with me or training with me. The fortune is in the follow-up. Rarely do my bookings come the first time I ask someone. 9 times out of 10, they come the second, third, and even the fourth time I make a reach out. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a notebook or a tracker or something, some way to keep track of how you're making those reach outs to people. You can ask for a tracking sheet from your director, or again, you can just use a notebook that has a place for their name, how you reached out to them. Was it via Facebook? Was it via text? Was it via email? And then how many times did you follow up with them? We suggest following up at least 3 to 4 times. So let's talk about why you may need to follow up those 3 to 4 times. Stop share again. Oops. Okay, so you have to, when you're making these reach outs, be ready for both the yes, the no, and the no response. So when someone gets your message, if they are a firm no, they're usually going to reply quickly and right away. Don't let that discourage you. It's totally normal. You are going to hear way more no's than you hear yes. And the goal of the reach out is to get a response, no matter what it is. We want to either get a yes or we want to get a no. So when someone tells you no, let them know it's okay and you totally understand. If you feel it's a no, not right now, just ask for permission to follow up. For example, they might say, I'm so busy right now, and they'll give a reason. Maybe they're getting ready to go on vacation. And you could say, well, would it be okay if I check back with you in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months? Or sometimes I just like to say, well, when would it be okay for me to check back with you? And then I let them tell me when to follow up. You could also get a no with a reason, or what we call an objection. So for example, someone might think that they're too busy. No, Stacey, I would love to host a party with you, but I'm just so busy. I don't have time to do that. Well, you could share with him that the beauty of having an online party is that they don't have to clean, they don't have to cook, they can pop in and out of the party whenever it's convenient for them. And hosting an online party literally takes less than 2 minutes a day. You'll be able to tell what that if it's a firm no or a maybe no, because if just by what they say back to you. So get some words from your recruiter or director about how to overcome those objections. Now, if they are a firm no, we just want to cross them off the list. We don't want to continue to try to twist their arm or talk them into doing something that they don't want to do. Now, remember, there's a difference between a firm no and a no with an objection or a reason that we may be able to overcome. If they're a firm no, see if they might be interested in joining a launch party or a future party that you host. You could have the launch party next week. If you already had a party and you are starting your business from that, schedule a party in the next couple of months. There will always be party goers and not party throwers. And so you want to build that list of party goers by making these reach outs, and make note of them. Party goers are people who love to shop from parties but don't want to host themselves. Now, when someone gets your message and they are an excited, yes, oh my gosh, I love Pampered Chef, I love you, I want to have that party, we want to get them on the calendar right away. So remember, I said identify that first date that you are going to book. When they say yes, only offer one date. So for example, you might say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm so excited to work with you. I'm scheduling my first parties for next Friday. And then you insert the date. Will that work for you? If they say that that date doesn't work, then offer the following Friday as a start date and continue to offer a Friday or whatever your day of the week that your parties start on until you find a date that works for them. But we want to book this first available day before the window closes on that. And here's something that's really cool that happens is after you get your 4 parties booked for your first date and you start to work on the next date, you'll find that you probably picked up 1 or 2 parties for that date while you were trying to fill this date. And so now you just have to fill the gap and find another 1 or 2 parties. Once the window closes on this first date though, it's gone for good. So that's why we always want to offer that one first. Now, no matter what, always start your parties on the same day every single week. Don't, when someone says yes, book one party for Monday. The next person says yes, don't book them on a Wednesday. And then your third person says yes, and you say, oh, well, I'll start you on Friday. That will create chaos, and that's actually working harder, not smarter. So make sure all 4 of your parties are starting on the same day every week. So it becomes very systematic and very easy for you. So we talked about what you're going to do with the people who tell you no. We talked about how you're going to book the people who tell you yes. Now let's get ready for the no response. This is why that tracking is so important. I cannot tell you the 25 people that I talked to you yesterday or 2 days ago. So I need to have those names written down. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, well, why am I going to message them if I can see that they read my message and they didn't respond? Why didn't they respond? I found that people don't respond for 3 different reasons. The first reason is they saw your message and then something distracted them before they could respond. Maybe the phone rang, maybe someone came to the door, maybe the dog started chasing the cat, life got crazy, the kids spilled the milk, the timer went off, dinner's ready, something distracted them. And it happens to all of us. It happens to me too. Like I'm reading a message and then something happens, distracts me, and then I forget to respond. Have you ever done that? I'm sure you have. So we want to message them again because they didn't tell us no. They could have been getting ready to tell us yes. Maybe they were going to tell us no, but we don't know until we ask them again. So the second reason that they saw your message and didn't respond is they're thinking about it. So we want to message them and ask them again while they are leaning towards the yes, while the yes is fresh, because maybe they don't know about Pampered Chef. Imagine that. There are still people out there who don't know what Pampered Chef is. Maybe they are thinking that they want to do this, but they're not sure if they have the time. They're not sure what it's going to take. They just need some more information to think about it. So when you message them again and ask again, they will probably respond with a maybe, or I'm not sure, or can you tell me a little bit more? But if you wait 2 or 3 days, they could fill their calendar with another commitment. They could start to feel more nervous about it. So the sooner you message them, the better. When you continue to message until you hear the word no, you're not being pushy. You're being intentional. Pushy is when you ask someone to do something, they give you a firm no, and then you continue to twist their arm and try to talk them into doing something that you don't want to do. As I follow up with people, I love to give them permission to tell me no. It could sound something like this. Hey, Stacy, I don't want to be a nag, and I also don't want to drop the ball. I would love to help you earn these free and discounted products. It's okay if it's something that you're not interested in. Just let me know either way so that I don't get on your nerves. See how easy that was? Now, the third reason that people don't respond is they actually didn't really see your message. So let's talk about the ones that where it looks like they saw your message, but they don't respond, but they didn't really see your message. I don't know about you, but my daughter loves to take my phone. She loves to go on YouTube. She loves to go on the internet. She loves to play games. And a lot of times a message will pop up on my phone and she'll click it and it looks like I read it, but I didn't actually see it. She saw it. So if you are messaging someone who have kids or grandkids in their life, it's a very real scenario that could play out for them. And there are actually some people who may not actually see the message. Maybe they don't go on Facebook Messenger very often. So I always suggest if you're messaging 2 or 3 times and you're not getting a response, try reaching out another way. Try texting them, try emailing them, try going next door, knocking on the door, try picking up the phone and calling them. Remember, the goal is to get an answer, to get a response either way, whether it's yes or no. And then one other thing I want you to remember, there are lots of other ways to pamper Chef. yes, the majority of us are doing online parties. You can also offer Zoom parties. So if someone says, well, I'd rather have like a live cooking show and they live too far from you, jump on Zoom and do a quick little cooking demo with them and their friends. You can do a 15-minute text party. That's an option. Reach out to your recruiter or director to find out about that. People are still doing in-person parties. They're fun, and they are the way that some people really prefer to pamper Jeff. And then there is the traditional catalog online party where you just text, your host texts or emails out the ordering link. It doesn't take place on Facebook, and they even pass around catalogs and collect orders as well. So just connect with your director or recruiter to find out more details on the different ways to party, and also go into Dash and learn about that as well, if the person you're talking with doesn't want the traditional or the online Pampered Chef Facebook party. All right, so let me share with you some final thoughts. Here are a couple other things that will really help you to be successful. One, outside of making that booking whirlpool, attend your team training. You're going to meet people in the same situation with you, people who are starting something new. You're going to learn something new, and you will always be up to date on what you need to know to ensure you have a strong business. Use your team Facebook pages. If you're watching this, you're probably a part of Stacy Superstars. That's our overall national executive team page. Don't be shy about asking a question there. If you scroll through, lots of people have asked questions there, and it's a great place for recognition as well. Ask your director which page is their personal team page, and ask questions there as well. Stay in close contact with your director or recruiter. They want to help you be successful. Now, I know you're probably going between the feeling of being nervous and being excited. And it could change every other minute. It could change every other day. I remember feeling the exact same way. Here's what you need to remember. Whether you're feeling nervous or excited, it's the exact same hormone that's released in your body. It's adrenaline. Your brain is the one that tells you whether you're nervous or excited. So you get to decide how you're going to feel right now. Tell yourself over and over and over again, I am so excited about launching my new Pampered Chef business. And here's why you should be excited. I'm going to show you one of my most recent commission checks. There we go. This is a check from June of 2020. This was deposited into my bank account on July the 8th of 2020. $73,406. This was after 15 years in the business. This is booking the number of parties a week that my recruiter told me to book. This is offering the business opportunity to people. This is attending my team training, and this is staying engaged with my recruiter and director. I know that you can do this because I did it. I did it without finishing college. I did it getting married at 19 years old, having 4 kids right away. We actually adopted a 5th child during my Pampered Chef business, and my commission paid for our entire adoption process. Anything is possible in this business with belief, focus, and determination. There aren't magical powers or special talents. What took me a long time to build doesn't have to take you a long time to build. People are doing it much faster now. And working smarter, not harder. I consistently hold 12 to 14 parties a week. And so that month, I would have earned $7,438 from the sales that I had from my parties. But because I built that team, my commission overrides were over $63,000, and the bonuses I earned were over $2,200. That's what led to that $73,000 commission check. Working smarter, not harder. You can totally do this. Whoops. And I want you to think about those names that you wrote down a few minutes ago. All you have to do is reach out to them and say something like this. Stacy, I am so excited about my Pampered Chef business. And I thought of you right away because, and then tell them why you thought about them. Were they the foodie? Were they the person that loves social media? Were they the person that loves to cook? Were they the person that needs to learn how to cook? Were they the person that could use some extra money? I'm so excited about my Pampered Chef business. And I thought of you right away because this could be totally out of the blue for you, but I'm curious. Would you be interested in learning a little bit more? Because I think this would be a great fit for you, and I would love to learn this business together with you. And then when they say yes, reach out to your recruiter or your director and ask them what's the next step. Because remember, you're not in this alone. We've got you. There are leaders on our team that have built their business to the same level in less than 3 years. And there are leaders in our Pampered Chef company that are doing it in less than a year. So my question to you is why not you? Why not now? All of your dreams can come true with this. There are no glass ceilings, just like I said earlier. There are no limits. The sky is the limit with Pampered Chef. We're so excited to have you here. And again, I'm Stacy, your National Executive Director. I'm sure you'll be meeting me on Stacy's Superstars. Welcome to Pampered Chef and welcome to the top, most successful team in the entire company.